ho! I am Santa Claus from the South Pole. Not to be confused with my brother, North Pole Santa, but South Pole Santa. You want to know the difference is, obviously our parents. So, North Pole Santa, obviously, has the white beard. He has a Santa hat like me. But unlike North Pole Santa, I do not have a red coat all the time or this belt all the time. And I'm also not chubby. I typically like to change shirts from time to time and wear something different depending on the video. My beard is also not white. Unfortunately, it's still in its adolescence. And I'm also slim-er, for lack of a better term. And I look like I'm the age of a 21-year-old idiot. But yeah, I know, not impressive. And for those of you who don't know anything about me, I am also a gift giver on Christmas, but I don't give gifts to good people. I give gifts to the naughty people. And I know you're probably wondering why. Why would you give some gifts to some naughty people? And that's because I believe everyone deserves a second chance. Even if they're a big piece of bullcrap, they still deserve a chance in life. So, what is my story and where did I come from? To understand the story, you must first go back to the beginning of time. So, long ago, God created the heavens and the earth. I did not exist. Adam and Eve existed. And then Eve kills the serpent when the serpent tries to tempt her with a fruit. And so then Eve eats the serpent. Yum! It's so good. Yum! And fun fact, I did not exist at that time. Flash forward thousands of years later, the entire universe is populated by humans. Now I exist. I'm a little ass baby. And my brother, Santa Claus, is also a little ass baby. And we also had a third brother as well in the Santa clan. And his name was Evil Santa. He actually looks a lot like me, but he looks also very different, as though he used some type of face filter or something on Video FX Live. And so, yeah, we were the Santa Bros. North Pole Santa wanted to help the nice people by giving them gifts. I wanted to help the naughty people by giving them gifts as a way of giving them a second chance at life. But then, Evil Santa, what did he want? He wanted to steal gifts and Christmas for himself. Now, for a while, we all tried to compete for supremacy as to who would be the main Santa Claus and who would be, the backliners. I was like, me, because I believe everyone deserves an equal chance. Ooh! But Santa's like, no, because naughty people are little pieces of crap who deserve to get coal. And maybe even get burned into pyre, like coal. And so then, but of course, Evil Santa, he's like, I want to make Christmas a day of taking for oneself and using stuff for your own self-interests. A day of evil and stealing of both things and lives. But of course, we were both looked at him and we were like, you serious, bro? Shut your trap. And so then, despite our differences, North Pole Santa and I, we got together and we beat the living crap out of Evil Santa. And then Evil Santa ran away somewhere. And he's honestly such a sad Santa Claus. He doesn't even have his own pole, all right? Well, actually, he's actually the Santa of the moon. Yeah. So, yeah. And we agreed. North Pole Santa would get the north, and I would get the south. And while there was some disagreement, we eventually decided, you know what? North Pole Santa, you deserve the best credit because you don't give gifts to some rotten people, and not every bad person deserves a chance at life. Depressing. And as much as I wanted to disagree with him, he was kind of right. And so we agreed that North Pole Santa would be the best Santa candidate to be the Santa Claus of Christmas. And so that's how he became the mascot of Christmas. Now, in terms of the gift-giving gig, things were going pretty well. But, of course, Evil Santa was a little piece of garbage, and he tried to steal Christmas time and time again. He hired the Grinch once. But the Grinch changed of heart and became a good person, and so then that backfired horribly. And an evil Santa tried to make Santa Claus sick, as you could tell in the Year Without a Santa Claus, but then that also backfires horribly because people ended up missing him. And so then we just kept on going and going and going until eventually things started to change for the worse. One day, this evil crime lord named Lord Babyberg comes up to play. He becomes president in an unexpected landslide. And so then he amplifies his power from President of America or Baby America or Mayor Baby to the King of Baby America or Mayor Baby. And so then he invaded the world. And now this is when things begin to become a problem for both me and my brother North Pole Santa. Not so much for Evil Santa because he was just vibing. Although he and Lord Babyberg were not in any alliance at this time. That wouldn't be for a while. And so, but what it did do is make the routes of travel around the world much, much harder. But hey, at least we got the rest of the universe to deliver gifts to. Oh wait, no, crap. Now he's in charge of the entire universe. And then to make matters worse, he takes over the whole multiverse. And now the whole multiverse is under this dude named Babyberg. And it's gonna be like that for 100 billion years. And everyone's gonna suffer. Santa and I knew that, North Pole Santa and I knew that we couldn't do this by ourselves. So we decided to team up in a sort of alliance. And so we both decided that, and so we both knew that Babyberg's entire acquisition of the multiverse would pose a big problem for us. And secondly, Evil Santa was still a problem, and so we knew that that would also pose a problem as well for Christmas. So we bounded together, the two of us. The North Pole Elves and the South Pole Elves bounded together, and we both helped each other out. North Pole Santa helped me deliver gifts to naughty people to give them a second chance and redeem them. And then I helped North Pole Santa deliver gifts to the good children. And so, yeah, things were going relatively smooth. But then Lord Babyberg started to hear more and more about alleged gift trafficking to children. And so then we were barred off. Lord Babyberg ordered entire sanctions on the planet, on both of the poles. And so now we just see an entire naval blockade around the North Pole and around the South Pole. And we couldn't stand a chance. And so we were stuck. We couldn't communicate with each other because I cut off all the lines of communication. And so we were screwed. We were actually screwed. And there were so many tanks that not even my light speed sleigh could do anything about it. So we were sitting ducks. But then, eons later, hope came again. Spicy Boy comes into play. And so Spicy Boy poses a big threat to Lord Babyberg. And he was even kind enough to help destroy the naval blockades around the North Pole and the South Pole. And so then, yes, we could finally go free and deliver gifts to the children. Woo! But then Evil Santa comes up back and he tries to kill us. And he actually manages to make us sick or whatnot for a good long time. But then Spicy Boy takes the mantle for us. And so Spicy Boy saved Christmas time and time again. And so we've forever felt indebted to him. And I decided to join his little resistance movement against Lord Babyberg. As for North Pole Santa, well, he was opposed to violence. And so North Pole Santa just kind of chilled at the North Pole. And yeah. But I helped Spicy Boy defeat Lord Babyberg, and together we sent him to hell. But then he came back, because God took pity on him. Now, I know, it's kind of hypocritical of me to say that, because I believe everyone deserves a second chance. But someone like Babyberg, who has literally committed genocide against the entire Jeff clan, and has also sanctioned the North Pole and the South Pole with naval blockades in order to stop two old men from giving gifts to children. Like, that's too far. That is way too far. You can't ever steal Christmas. That is a crime against humanity. Right? That is violating all the Geneva Conventions, man. That is just too far. But yeah. So that's why I helped Spicy Boy defeat Lord Babyberg. But obviously, as I said earlier, Babyberg comes back from the dead. And he changes his name to Lord Calculus, and he has discovered new terrifying forms of power, mainly mathematics, because he has tapped into his past life potential as the other incarnations of the meme Lord Calculus. And so now, Lord Calculus has the power of the epsilon delta definition of limit, the power of de Broglie's rule, the power of El Hopital's rule, the power of all forms of calculus. He can manipulate the fabric of calculus to his advantage. He can make 1 an even number. He can make 2 an odd number. He has done the impossible. He has made 3 divisible by 2. He has changed facts so easily. And so the multiverse once again treading down the path of darkness, but I have high hopes that Spicy Boy will save us once more. And that's my story. Bye.